At one night, I had been driving for 6 hours straight, crossing the endless flat lands between towns you wouldn't even find on most maps. It was late, past midnight, and I just wanted to get home. My GPS suggested a shortcut, an old state road that would shave off 40 minutes. Perfect. I pulled into a gas station to fill up before taking it. Inside, the place was nearly empty. The attendant, an older man with tired eyes, watched me carefully as I paid. "You're not planning on taking Route 6 past the ridge, are you?" he asked. I shrugged. "Yeah, GPS says it's faster." His expression went pale. "Don't. That road's not safe after dark. Folks say things happen out there. You take the main highway." I laughed it off. "I'll be fine." He grabbed my arm as I turned to leave. "Listen, son, people go missing on that road. I'm not joking. Don't take it." I shook him off, climbed into my car, and told myself he was just superstitious, a lonely old man with nothing better to do than scare travelers. I wasn't about to waste 40 minutes. I took the shortcut. The turnoff to Route 6 was marked by a rusted sign, barely visible under my headlights. The pavement was cracked, the trees pressed close on both sides, and there were no streetlights, just my beams cutting through endless darkness. At first, everything seemed fine, but after a few miles, I realized how completely alone I was. No other cars, no distant glow of farmhouses, nothing. The road felt wrong. The air was heavy, too still, as if even the wind refused to travel here. I tried to turn up the radio, but it only spat static no matter which station I chose. My phone had no signal. "Figures," I muttered, keeping one hand tight on the wheel. That's when I saw the sign. "Next 13 miles. No services." Someone had spray painted over it in red. "Don't stop." I laughed nervously, but something inside me, something primal, didn't think it was funny. About 10 miles in, my headlights began to flicker. The dashboard dimmed, and for a terrifying moment, I thought the engine would stall. I pressed the gas. The car kept moving, but slower than it should have. Then I heard it, faint footsteps on asphalt, keeping pace with my car. At 45 miles per hour. I glanced in the mirrors. Nothing. Just the black trees sliding past. I rolled the window down slightly and the sound got louder, clearer, like bare feet slapping against the pavement. Suddenly, my radio came to life, no longer static. A voice, low and warped, whispered a single word. "Stop!" I slammed it off and gripped the wheel so hard my knuckles ached. My pulse was hammering. I told myself it had to be electrical interference. Bad wiring. A trick of the wind. Then I saw her. A pale figure stood dead center in the lane. A woman in a torn white dress, barefoot, hair hanging in wet strands over her face. I braked hard, tires screeching, stopping just feet away. She didn't move. Didn't even flinch at the sound. Her head was tilted like she was listening for something. I lowered the window an inch. "Are you okay? Do you need help?" Slowly, she raised her head. Her eyes caught the headlights, milky white, reflecting like an animal's. Her mouth opened too wide, revealing not teeth but darkness, as if her throat went on forever. And then she ran at me. Not a stumble, not a lunge, a sprint, faster than any human could move. I slammed the gas pedal. The car roared forward, but she kept up easily, her pale feet hammering the asphalt, that gaping mouth never closing. I floored it to 60, 70, 80 miles an hour. The speedometer climbed, but the figure didn't fall behind. She ran on all fours now, her arms bending backward like broken branches, clawing at the road for speed. Her face was twisted with something between hunger and rage. I couldn't breathe. My chest was so tight it hurt. I didn't dare look away from the road, but in the corner of my eye, I saw her keeping pace. Head slamming against my window, mouth stretched impossibly wide. The radio flicked back on by itself, hissing static mixed with that same warped voice. "Stop! Stop! Stop!" I screamed and jerked the wheel as she leapt toward me. My car clipped the guardrail, sparks flying, but I didn't let up. After what felt like an eternity, the road curved sharply downhill, and she was gone. Just gone. I didn't slow down. Not for a second. I drove until I saw the lights of the main highway again, tires screaming as I swerved onto it. My hands shook so badly I could barely keep the car straight. I finally pulled into another gas station miles away, heart pounding, sweat dripping down my neck. I stumbled inside, desperate for another human voice. The clerk looked at me like I was insane. "You all right, buddy?" "Route 6, I gasped. "Past the ridge. Some woman, she—" He cut me off with a confused frown. "Route 6? Son, that road's been closed for 20 years. Ain't no way you drove down there tonight." I staggered outside to check my GPS. The shortcut was gone. Just a blank stretch of map where the road should have been. No signal, no history. But when I opened my car door, I froze. On the inside of the driver's window, the inside, was a single bloody handprint. And faintly from somewhere deep in the trees behind me, I heard bare feet slapping on the pavement, keeping pace again.